What's up, guys? All right, something that comes up a lot in my lessons, and I have been focusing on more advanced concepts and more guitar improv and guitar solo stuff. So I want to get into some beginner lessons, and I did a video on this before. I want to go through it again and update it a little bit, but something I'm seeing a lot in my Skype students is trouble with bar chords, which makes so much sense. That is your entire hand working essentially as hard as it possibly can, okay, especially for you beginners that don't have all of the strength and the dexterity built up. So let's just go over it. The number one main problem is if I just take a regular A bar chord, okay, everybody focuses so much on the apply pressure right here. And to just press down, especially if you guys look, like this part of your finger is like pretty soft, right? So a lot of people, you'll see people turning their fingers over and they're applying pressure kind of on the side. But if you don't, if you just use that part of your finger and you press down, it takes a lot of pressure to press all 6 strings down at the same time. Number one, you don't really need to because you have these other fingers playing up higher. And number two, that is so much strength and so much wasted energy. I want to flip it and focus on these fingers right here. So just regular A bar chord. You're gonna put your fingers down, make sure they're nice up and over so they're not touching the strings below and kind of getting that sound. All right. And once that gets comfortable, lay your finger down on the 5th fret. Even if it gets that sound, just lay it down softly. All right. And then when you start to feel, as long as these aren't starting to pull back, because your hand's going to want to crunch up a little bit, like it's very, very difficult to press and space at the same time. So once it starts getting comfortable, what I usually have my students do is apply a little bit of pressure just on the 6th string. And then the bottom 2 will come through like that. All right? Making sure that these 3 fingers are still playing nice and clean. Then your finger can kind of arch over. If you can, just apply a little bit of pressure back here. You don't need to worry about this in the middle. Again, if you squeeze right there, you're pressing these 3 strings down and using these fingers to press the same 3 strings down, is you're losing a ton of energy and wasting a ton of muscular energy. So you're just applying pressure right there. Once that gets comfortable, you apply down to the bottom, kind of like with that part of your finger, all right? And you get that. Right, you kind of figure out where that pressure applies, and then eventually you can build from there. That is more important. That is just going to cut down the time of learning how to apply the pressure and where, rather than just, I mean, everybody, when they start playing bar chords, they just squeeze the absolute hell out of the guitar neck, and they get super tired, and it's just very, very ineffective. It's almost like it's just biting off more than you can chew, okay? And just instead cutting everything up into nice, smaller, easily taken in segments and building from there. So I want you guys to try that. Let me know how it goes. I will be doing another Facebook Live tonight, or Instagram Live tonight. So yeah, so let me know how it goes, guys. Let me know if you have any questions.